It started like any other Monday morning, but the tension in the air hinted that today would be different. My wife, Laura, had been unusually quiet over breakfast, her coffee untouched, her eyes glued to the floor. I had learned over the years that when she acted this way, something was brewing at work, something she wasn't ready to share. I tried to make small talk, asked about her weekend, about her projects, anything to coax a smile or a laugh, but she just shook her head and murmured, "It's complicated." I didn't push. I'd learned my lesson. Later that day, I was pulled into an unexpected call from her office. Her boss, Mr. Caldwell, a man in his early 40s with a reputation for being charming but ruthless, wanted to speak with me directly. I could feel the unease in my chest as I sat down across from him in his sleek, glass-walled office. His smile didn't reach his eyes, it was the kind of smile that made you instinctively tense. "I hear your wife is quite talented," he said, leaning back in his chair. "She's mine now." The words hit me like a punch to the stomach. He leaned forward, eyes glinting, and continued, "I hope you understand the position she's in. She's indispensable here, and indispensable to me." There was a smugness in his tone, a subtle threat masquerading as casual conversation. I kept my voice steady, though my mind raced. "What exactly are you implying, Mr. Caldwell?" I asked, trying to mask the storm of anger brewing inside me. He chuckled lightly. "I think you already know. She's ambitious, and I reward ambition. I'm just saying, make sure she's not held back at home." His meaning was clear. His arrogance was nauseating. I stood there for a long moment, trying to decide how to respond. I could feel my blood boiling, but I reminded myself that I needed proof before confronting him, or worse, confronting Laura. I nodded slowly and left his office, my mind buzzing with suspicion, dread, and a growing determination. That evening, when Laura returned home, I decided to play it cool, though my heart was hammering in my chest. She hung up her coat and smiled faintly at me, as if sensing nothing had changed. "Long day," she said, but I noticed the hesitation in her tone, the slight tremor in her hand as she poured a glass of wine. "Yeah," I said, keeping my voice calm. "Heard anything interesting at work?" I let the question hang in the air, a gentle probe. She hesitated, then shook her head. "Nothing worth mentioning," she said softly. I didn't push. Not yet. Instead, I waited. Over the next few days, I watched quietly, paying attention to her habits, her texts, her sudden insistence on late nights at the office. My suspicions grew. Something was happening, but I wasn't about to accuse her without evidence. Then, one evening, the opportunity presented itself. Laura had gone out for what she said was a team dinner, leaving her phone behind for a moment. I walked past her home office, curiosity and dread pulling me in. There, on her laptop screen, was a video chat still open from earlier that day, a recording automatically saved to her cloud. And there he was, Mr. Caldwell, speaking in a tone far more intimate than professional. "You're amazing, Laura," he said. "I don't think you realize how much potential you have, or how much I want you." My stomach sank. It was unmistakable. The video cut out before anything more was revealed, but it was enough. I confronted Laura when she returned, my hands trembling slightly, though my voice was calm. "Who is he, really?" I asked, not as a husband, but as a man betrayed. Her face went pale. "It's not like that," she whispered, tears welling in her eyes. "He's just supportive. He believes in me." "Supportive?" I echoed, incredulous. "Laura, he told me I'm supposed to step aside. That you're his. Do you hear yourself?" She tried to explain, fumbling for words, but I stopped her. "I need the truth. Everything. Right now." Finally, she broke. The dam of lies and half-truths collapsed under the weight of my resolve. "He's been pressuring me," she admitted, voice shaking. "Not just at work, but outside of it, too. I didn't know how to tell you. I felt trapped, scared, and I didn't want to disappoint you." I listened, my heart aching, but my resolve hardening. I couldn't let him manipulate her, or us, any longer. I took action immediately. The next day, I called the corporate office, requested a private meeting with HR, and brought every piece of evidence I had: emails, text messages, video clips. By the end of the week, Mr. Caldwell had been confronted, reprimanded, and placed on leave pending further investigation. HR confirmed the inappropriate behavior and assured me they would handle it with full seriousness. Laura, shaken but relieved, clung to me that evening. I thought I had to face it alone, she whispered. You never did, I said softly. We face everything together. The tension didn't vanish instantly, our trust had been tested, but it was the first step toward healing. More than that, it was a reminder of how easily arrogance and power could exploit fear and ambition, and how crucial it is to confront it, no matter how intimidating it seems. As for Mr. Caldwell, the consequences were swift. His reputation was tarnished, his career in jeopardy, and the power he thought he had over my wife evaporated. And as I held Laura that night, I realized something essential: no one can claim another person as theirs. Respect, trust, and mutual commitment are the only rightful ownership we have in any relationship. The next Monday morning, as Laura and I shared breakfast again, she smiled, genuinely this time. The weight of the previous week was gone, replaced by a renewed sense of partnership. And somewhere deep inside, I felt a quiet satisfaction, not in revenge, but in seeing justice done, in knowing that sometimes, those who believe they are untouchable are the ones most quickly undone. Life moved forward, stronger, wiser, and more united than ever. And I never underestimated the power of standing firm against arrogance, manipulation, or anyone who thinks they can claim what isn't theirs.